Alright, hey guys, here we have a 42-inch Hunter Original in white. This is the last fan that I have on loan from Dan. This actually came from Louis Weedman, who pulled several of these out of a Kmart. I always remembered these from Kmart as well, the 42-inch originals in white. It was just always a really iconic install, so to finally have not only a white 42-inch original, but one that actually came out of a Kmart is just really cool. Originals. Kmart's just always had like a really distinctive install in the back in the day. What I remember is it being a K Cafe, and later on down the road, I believe they had Little Caesars. But anyways, yeah. So the way my Kmart was, anyways, and the few that I've seen, is they had two drop ceilings. Well, two grids anyways. So there was, the store itself had a drop ceiling, and then there was a wall, like, toward the ceiling to kind of like a little division. And then inside that wall, in the actual cafe, there was another ceiling that was about the same height. And then about 4 feet below that, there was a drop ceiling grid. The main actual ceiling with the tiles and everything, that was black, and then there was the grid below it. So it was always really kind of cool. And then you had these on like 4-foot down rods that hung about maybe a foot below the drop ceiling grid. But yeah, they were never in like a normal installment either. It was always like a just kind of random installment. The one by me, I believe, had two off to the right, and then in the middle, off to the left, there was another one. There might have been a fourth, I don't remember. Usually, the typical one was like 3 or 4, but some Kmart's have turned up to have like 6. So yeah, anyways, the light kit I added, I found that new in box at a Habitat, and I've always wanted to throw it on an original, so here it is. And again, since it came out of a Kmart, it's not in the greatest of shape, but it's about as good as I could get it. So let's test out the spotlight kit. It is just the on-off. One thing about the 42-inch originals is there was kind of a missed opportunity to take up the entire motor housing like the 52-inch ones. So these ones do tend to be rather underpowered in comparison. Not only because they're smaller, but just they have a much smaller motor than what could have been put in there. It is absolutely silent. It does have an isolation ring. This fan, I believe, is from 1991. Go to medium. It does have a wobble that I was not able to correct. So, there's that. They're not bad air movers, they're just not as good as they could have been. I mean, they're nothing like a Lady Delta. as I'm sure you can imagine, this was really filthy when I got it. It still isn't as clean as it could be, but it's much better. It was kind of caked in. It was kind of like a combination of grease and dust, so it wasn't terrible. No, these weren't like actually installed in the kitchen. They were more in like the dining area. The mounting hardware all came from another original, as this did not come with it, given that, well, they would have come with like a 4-foot down rod. Yeah, my Kmart, actually what happened was it was a Kmart, which then closed and turned into a Sears. They kept the Kmart Cafe. I don't remember, they probably changed the name, but midway through the Sears life, they removed everything and just turned into an awkward corner, and then eventually Sears closed. Alright, well there's my 42-inch original. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.